Let's go, people. Welcome to the show. Oh, apologies. I don't know why I'm not in the middle. I look so tired this morning. It is diabolical. But thank you to everyone who's locked in. I appreciate you all. Good morning, people. As you come in, please hit the like button. You know what I mean? Wow. International duties are finally done. Finally. It's felt like absolutely forever. I'm not even just making sure the sound is working. Yeah, man. This boring period of football, we are finally finished, and the boys are back. It looks like, and we are just gonna get straight into Arsenal football talk this morning. Like I said, guys, if it is your first time here, please like, comment, and subscribe. As you can see at the bottom, it says thanks for subscribing, mate. I already assume you've subscribed, so there we go. Yes. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Here we are. David Coots. Hey guys, man had to. This is how we open the show because, the PGMOL are at it. Look. These PGMOL guys, yeah, they don't know how to recruit. First of all, they're out here ruining the Premier League every week. Every week there is some sort of shenanigans from the PGMOL. Honestly, I'm just gonna say the PGM right now. Forget about MOL anymore. What's the need? Like, honestly, what is the need? Why can't they even make the name shorter? Why can't they make the name shorter? Like, there's so many questions regarding PGMOL. Terrible establishment. Honestly, it's frustrating that those are the people that are in charge of, officiating a Premier League. You understand, people? And as we can see on screen, this David Coote guy, this guy right here has been charged. He's been charged, people. Look, he's been charged that he made one indecent video of a child in Category A on January the 2nd, 2020. Guys, Category A is one of the worst possible. One of the worst. It's literally the worst. It's the highest point. It's the worst possible. Like, diabolical stuff, people. Diabolical stuff. I'm telling you. And I can't rate it. I honestly can't rate it. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, what the PGMOL or PGM have got in their ranks. You know what I'm saying, people? Because, 2-2s now. First of all, if you're not doing your job correctly, at least what you can do is recruit correctly. You understand? But I guess if you don't recruit correctly, you can't do your job properly. So it goes hand in hand. You understand, people? This nonce, yeah, this Category A nonce. Look, it says it right there. Category A is the most serious category and typically shows young children being or abused by adults. Sorry, guys, my battery is about to die. All right, we're back. Category A nonce, people. This Category A not. Listen, hit the like for me for cussing this guy. You know, people, if you're watching the show and you hate the PGMOL as much as I do, right? If you think the establishments are full of nonsense, like David Coote, allegedly, because before you know it, I know I'm not even a YouTube creator yet. You can't even call me a YouTube content creator. I don't even have 1,000 subs. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if it is your first time here. But like I was saying, I'm a small creator, so it doesn't even matter what I say. But I still got to put allegedly because you never know. These PGL guys are scums. They're absolute scum. They'll probably sue me. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, they're all nonsense. This is disgusting, bro. This is absolutely disgusting. Like, what is this? Get some better recruitment. Right. Oh, no, don't piss me off, man. I don't want the... Oh... Right, people. So am I just sorting out a couple things in the back end? You get what I'm saying? I'm just sorting out a couple things in the back end. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Right, where we at? Let's get into some Arsenal news. I'm saying we just had to warm up the info. You know what I mean, people? Warm it up. Right, man, sees more breaking news. More breaking news. I'm gonna have to report this news later today. But this breaking news right here is not what I want to be seen as an Arsenal fan. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend. I'm not gonna sit here and front. I'm not gonna sit here and act like these guys, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Oh, come on. Shout out to that one consistent viewer. Locked in. Appreciate you, mate. I appreciate you, mate. Nah, man's really just trying to sort something out in the background. For the club. Yes, as I was saying, people, this right here is not what I want to be seeing. Big Tottenham. might be getting Qatari investment. Tottenham fans are going to be over the moon with this one. They're going to be excited. This ain't it, people. This ain't looking good. This is not what I want to be seeing. I'm sorry. Like, come on, bro. When are the Cronkies gonna sell my club? When are the Cronkies gonna decide to cash in? Because that's exactly what they need to do right now. They need to cash in on Arsenal Football Club. Bro, these men have made profit, bro. You've made profit. I'm sure they've made enough profit by now. They don't need to hold on to the club. They don't need to hold us hostage, bruv. Look, Daniel Levy just got driven out. Obviously, he didn't own the club, so that's a different ball game. You know what I mean? The Cronkies own Arsenal Football Club. I mean, like 100%. So they could even do a what do you call it? What do you call this, people? Man United, the Glazers. They could do a Glazer thing. They could still own majority of the club, sell 25% away to some random guy who's willing to accept the scraps. You know what I mean? They could do that. But they just love the power too much. They're not gonna sell them. They're not gonna sell the club, bro. Let's be for real, man. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So yeah, as we can see, exclusive. We understand that PSG president Al Nasser Al Khalifi has made inquiries on the current ownership situation at Spurs official. Paris Saint-Germain owner Qatar Sports Investment eyeing a minority stake at Spurs. The information is well placed from sources at Qatar. Now, normally, news like this would be easily brushed aside, Normally, everyone would be like, come on, man, let's be for real. This ain't gonna be, I mean, this ain't gonna happen. But with the recent developments and exactly how football has been moving, even just let's be for real, looking at Tottenham as an establishment, forget them on the pitch. Looking at Tottenham as, a concert stadium, looking at Tottenham as, a wrestling stadium, a multi-kart stadium, a go-kart stadium, whatever you want to look at Tottenham as. That stadium is sick. I'm not even going to front. As an Arsenal fan, when I went to the Tottenham stadium, I was like, wow. But it makes sense, though. Obviously, they just built their stadium not long ago. Our stadium is 20 years old, so it's not going to be the same thing. You understand, people? But that being said, they're in the 21st century. They're well ahead of us when it comes to commercial deals, when it comes to promoting, different sports in the stadium, when it comes to the multi-use of the stadium. They're there. All the concerts are at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You know what I mean? Beyonce concert every week is at Tottenham Stadium. Who else? Who else is there every week? There's a go-karting track there. If you want to go and go-kart once in a while, you can go and run around in the Tottenham Stadium. If you wanted to do sightseeing, you can go to the roof at the Tottenham Stadium. So look, a minority investment from the Qatari from the Qataris, should I say, would be absolutely gut-wrenching. Listen, I'm not gonna come here and lie, bro. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. There is no way on earth I want to see Tottenham Hotspur get investment from Qatar. Like, Arsenal need to be the club who gets an investment from somewhere like Qatar. I'd hope so anyways. Jesus Christ. Right, people. So According to the athletic people, as we can see on screen, even the athletic are saying Arsenal, the Cronkies, continue to give consideration to a multi-club model, similar to how Chelsea ownership operate with Strasbourg FC. There is a possibility of buying another club, or there could be collaboration with Jesus, Colorado Rapids if the MLS shifts its calendar year in line with Europe. If the MLS shifts its calendar year in line with Europe. Now, will the MLS shift its calendar year in line with Europe? I don't know. And first of all, we know the multi-club model is a we know the multi-club model is a what do we call it, people? It's a feeder club thing. You get what I mean? Like we go and get Strasbourg or Chelsea go and get Strasbourg's players, or they buy players for cheap, send them to Strasbourg, and then if they do well, the Strasbourg players know they're going to Chelsea. And even what we could do, we could sell our Deadwood players to Colorado Rapids if we own the Colorado Rapids. It's a terrible name. If we own the Colorado Rapids, get what I mean, people? Man has a comment here from Real McCoy says Arsenal fans are bad mind. Arsenal fans are bad mind. What we bad mind about, bro? What's bad? Real McCoy, what's bad mind about Arsenal fans? I'm very, very confused as to why you would leave that comment there, my friend. Please explain to me what you mean. Yes, anyways, Colorado Rapids and Arsenal Football Club. I mean, listen, I welcome the multi-club model. I'm not even going to front. I feel like Arsenal don't sell enough. You know what I mean? Real McCoy says, stop watch Spursy and go watch your dusty club, Arsenal. I'm not watching Spurs, bro, Real McCoy. I'm not watching Spurs. I'm just reporting breaking news. The news came out 11 hours ago. Look. Let me go back to if you're aware of about my channel, I don't really do fugazi news, but as you can see, right, 11 hours ago, bro, exclusively. So there's not much, not much there. I don't care about Spurs. Listen, you guys know me. If you know me, you don't know me, Real McCoy. I don't think I ever seen you comment before. But I hate Spurs with my, like every atom in my body. We're created by atoms, apparently. Go to a science person, innit? Go to a scientist, they'll tell you we're created by atoms, innit? Someone tell me if I'm wrong. But with every atom in my body, I hate Spurs, bro. You understand? So don't tell me about watching Spurs, because I got nothing to watch Spurs for. Now, I'm going to be honest, though. Now, because I hate Spurs doesn't mean I'm going to be a downright hater. Doesn't mean, I'm gonna not report the news. You know what I'm saying? Real McCoy says Spursy news I ignore, but Arsenal fans can't do so because of their bad man. But bro, that's cat, bro. No Arsenal fans cares about, bro. We don't care about Spurs. You understand? Spurs model their whole club on Arsenal. Spurs Football Club, and they made their stadium because of the Arsenal blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? They look at what Arsenal been doing over the last few years, and then they come and copy us. We don't copy Spurs, bro. Ain't that way around. I'm sorry, Real McCoy. You're wrong. You ain't real right now. You're moving fake. You're moving fake, McCoy. Right. Let me get back to what I was saying though regarding Arsenal news and the Colorado Rapids. Look, this looks like the latest breaking news regarding Arsenal. As we can see, there is a possibility of buying other clubs, people. But yeah, man, the Cronkies are terrible, man. They need to sell the club, as far as I'm concerned. So that is all I have to say. Now, yesterday we had breaking news from your boy Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano was out there talking about Gabriel Martinelli. And, you know, I did report it on this channel multiple times as well, that teams such as Bayern was interested in Martinelli. Also, teams from Saudi Arabia apparently were interested in Martinelli. But yesterday night, Fabrizio Romano gave us this breaking news. You understand what I mean? Fabrizio Romano states Bayern also spoke to the agents of Gabriel Martinelli this summer. It was a positive conversation, but Martinelli is very happy at Arsenal, and Arsenal show no intention to accept anything close to 30 or 35 million euros. Now, rightfully so. Rightfully so. I can't accept 30 to 35 million euros for a Martinelli. That is a terrible, terrible business deal if Arsenal were to do that. However, for them, the player is worth way more money, and this is why the negotiations never advance. So, according to Arsenal, we rate Martinelli at a lot higher than 30 to 35 million euros. But Martinelli was a serious target for Bayern at the beginning of the summer transfer window. Then again, it didn't evolve because of financial reasons and also because Martinelli is very comfortable at Arsenal. Well, of course, Martinelli is very comfortable at Arsenal. He's comfortable at Arsenal because he's on £180,000 a week. Bro, there is no way Martinelli can come out here and tell me he ain't comfortable, bro. Bro, he's feeding the favelas right now. You understand? On that wage, he can feed everyone in the favelas, bro. Like, let's not kid around. Let's not kid around here. Martinelli is out there. 180 racks a week. He's comfy. He's cushy. Real McCoy says that is a lie because AFTV clowns always talk about Spursy every chance they get. Bro, man don't care about AFTV, man. I don't care about AFTV, bro. Man don't watch AFTV too tough. I mean, I do watch AFTV. That's not even cap. But bro, I don't watch it that deep in it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't watch the content that deep anymore. I used to be a big AFTV consumer. Now, Real McCoy states fake Brazilian only worth 10 cents. Exactly, bro. He's only worth 10 cents. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I would need a lot more money to be got from a Martinelli sell, more than 30 to 35 million euros. 30 to 35 million euros for a guy who's on £180,000 a week. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. They were trying to bargain. But you know what even makes it madder? Because Bayern Munich went to spend £70 million on Luis Diaz, and they bumped his wage up from 50k a week to 265k a week. What would Martinelli have been asking for if he went to Bayern Munich? He would have been asking for 350 above. I mean, it's only right? You're gonna go for a pay rise. And in regards to euros, the euros are less than pounds. So, bro, the man he's making bank right now. Come on, man. Martinelli needs to go. That's what I have to say. Right. Heading over to Arsenal. International duty. You know what I'm saying? Quick one. We're going to speak about Noni Madueke. Obviously, England manager Thomas Tuchel Praised Noni Madueke on scoring his first goal. He says he has the speed and the ability. I'm very happy he scored because it's something he needs to add to his game. Efficiency and being involved with goals and assists and finishes and goals. You understand what I'm saying? He's not calling him out. He's praising him right there. But he's also stating to Noni Madueke, you need to do more. And you can do more. Now, in regards to Noni Madueke's, what do I call it? Noni Madueke's output as an attacker. Last season for Chelsea, he had 10 GA in 32 appearances, which isn't great, but that was kind of like the going rate for average wingers. So, you get what you pay for, I suppose. And then for England, he has 5 GA in 9 appearances. So big shout out to Noni Madueke on his performance at England. Look, we got this comment from Real McCoy. It says Noni is rubbish, period. Hey, Real McCoy, look. What's rubbish? Because if you want to talk about rubbish, I put Gabriel Martinelli in rubbish. Now, what do you want your winger to do as an attacking winger? You want your winger to be able to get past his defender, dribble past his defender, look up and pass the ball. That's what Noni Madueke does at the least. No one has come here and said Noni Madueke is a world beater. No one has come on here and said Noni Madueke is the next best thing. Nah, bro. But you have to give man props when people are improving. I don't like why are people hell bent? Why are people hell bent on just being angry or being negative on a player? If the player is performing, give my man the praise. Give my man the praise. You get what I'm saying? Real McCoy says English players are rubbish. Period. All English media. Bro, some English players are rubbish. Bukayo Saka is not rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Harry Kane's not rubbish. Declan Rice is not rubbish. Like, there's a couple players you can say are not rubbish. Like, come on, man. Let's be for real, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I wouldn't be bugging out over Noni Madueke. I think Noni Madueke is an attacker who looks promising. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. I'm not going to be like, oh, Noni Madueke is rubbish, because from what I've seen from Noni Madueke this season is exactly what I would like to see this season, guys. That's only 4 games. Remember, that's only 4 games. And when I say 4 games, I'm referring to the World Cup qualifiers as well. And I'm referring to the performances he's played for Arsenal Football Club. That's only 4 games. And in those 4 games, Noni Madueke has shown he can beat his defender. He can dribble. You know what I'm saying? He can look up. Bro, I'm asking for the bare minimum. That's because the man's been suffering with Martinelli on the left wing. Look, bare minimum. I'm not even asking for assists. I'm not here be like, oh my days. Obviously, I need my attacker to be giving me assists. But have you guys not realized that's not the first thing I'm saying? Because I've witnessed Martinelli stink up the left wing for 3 years. In fact, 2 years. Let me not over-exaggerate. 2 years. I've witnessed Martinelli stink up that left wing. So I will accept the scraps right now. If Noni Madueke is the backup, I'll accept it. Got one more comment. Real McCoy says English media hype their dusty players who can't even win in the Euros. Harry Kane, yes, rubbish, period. Harry Kane's not rubbish, bro. Harry Kane's not rubbish, bro. Rookie Ruki says Noni isn't rubbish. Shout out to Ruki. Look, Ruki, like I said, I didn't say Noni is rubbish. And I'm only gonna judge Noni this season. I'm only gonna judge Noni in an Arsenal shirt. I'm only gonna judge Noni in what he can do for my club. You know what I mean? At Chelsea, 10 GA in 32 appearances is not great. But Kudus at Tottenham had 8 GA in 32 appearances, and everyone was screaming for Kudus. So, bro, people just love, the eye test. And I'm not even going to lie, Noni Madueke passes the eye test because he can literally get past his defender. Like, what are people watching? Rookie says Martinelli definitely needs to be sold, bro. As I look, I don't know if you just joined, Rookie. Shout out to Rookie if you just joined. But look at this. I don't know if you just joined, but it was reported by Fabrizio Romano yesterday, just yesterday, Rookie, that we did receive offers for Gabriel Martinelli in the region of 30 to 35 million euros, but Arsenal obviously did not accept the offer. You get what I mean? So, I mean, I need Martinelli sold. I need him sold. But, yeah, it looks like Arsenal ain't going to sell him. Right. Thomas Tuchel also goes on to say in regards to Noni Madueke's performance, he says, performance against England, I'm very happy today because he played with hunger and with a directness. And on top of that, he needs to stay focused. A directness. Meaning, bro, Thomas Tuchel is a real attacking manager. And when he's outlining how direct Noni Madueke is, that is what you need to start looking at as fans. Like, fans need to just stop being so angry. Stop being so angry. Everyone needs to just take a chill pill, Just relax, guys. Yeah, he also states, I'm most happy about his attitude today, the reaction off the ball, the work he put in to help Reece, because we played a back four against a back five. So to help against the wing backs and push forward. You know what I mean? Like, his work rate is there. The work rate is what I like the most in his performance today. He's fast, he's direct, and he likes to dribble. That's what we want from him. Guys, look, you guys have just heard my dialogue talking about dribbling. I didn't even know this is what Thomas Tuchel said. So, look, I'm not the manager. I'm just a random brother online. Absolute random brother talking about Noni Madueke and his England performance, talking about he's a better attacker than what we have in Gabriel Martinelli because he can dribble and get past these men. The same exact words have been echoed by the England manager, Thomas Tuchel, the Champions League winning manager. Come on, man. Guys, stop being so angry. Let's stop being so angry. Rookie says, I watch him at PSV really like a lot. Really like him a lot. Gakpo and Javi Simmons on a team. Class. I hear you. Real McCoy says, when I see rubbish Kane and England team, I don't have to worry about them winning a World Cup or Euros. Please don't stop playing rubbish Kane. Man really hates Kane. Real McCoy really don't like Harry Kane. Rightfully so. Martinelli has fallen off, but 35 million is literally low ball in the club. I think he needs a successful loan spell to raise the value a bit and sell him roughly for around 50 to 60 million pounds. Shout out to Rookie. That is exactly what I think as well. I think, but you know what though? I don't think Martinelli needs a loan spell. I think Martinelli needs a bench. He needs to sit on the bench and he needs to be an impact sub. In my opinion, he needs to be a Trossard for us. He needs to come on and do what Trossard used to do for us. Come on and score a goal. But we know Martinelli's better at defending at this rate. So what he needs to do is come on and defend with his heart. You know what I mean? Make sure we don't concede no goals. Rookie says Noni always had the work rate sense. Yeah, Noni, bro, Noni, and that's the thing. Like, I remember, bro, there was a game where on fantasy, bro, Noni had like a hat trick, bro, a hat trick of assist and a goal, bro. I remember. I don't even know. I think it was like one game. Must have been his bang out game. No, it was last season at Chelsea, bro. Or was it his first season? I don't know, innit? But I remembered Noni Madueke's name because the brother scored a hat trick or he got a hat trick of assists. So one of those two things. Don't quote me on them ones, guys. Don't quote me. Only one club would buy the fake Brazilian, and it's Dusty Arsenal. Bro, Real McCoy, what team you support, bro? Gakpo is a fast bowler. What is a fast bowler and not a bowler? What's this guy on? Truth, he needs to be impact sub for sure. Thank you, Rookie. Thank you, Rookie. Yeah, man. I think impact sub for Martinelli, bruv. He can come on, defend properly, do what he needs to do. Now, in regards to the Arsenal performance over the international break, as we can see, majority of the Arsenal boys banged off. Odegaard left with 2 assists and a goal. Declan Rice gave us 2 assists against England, and Noni Madueke got his goal. So the Arsenal boys did perform. Also, Piero Nkappi as well. He had an outstanding performance for his team. You get what I'm saying? He had an outstanding performance against what do you call them? Argentina. Now, big exclusive that I wanted to report, guys. Why majority of you man are here in regards to the title. So, like I said, no clickbait. Man, don't do no clickbait. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, people. Because you don't get no fugazi on this channel. Bro, no likes. No one's liking the show. Oh, you man are mocking. No one's liking the show. Come on, hit the likes, people. If you hit the likes, more people get to see the show. You get what I mean? Please like the show. Please like the show. Rightio. As we can see over here, Arsenal chief Andre Berta is now making a priority to start out 2 new contracts for crucial AFC stars. Now, plus more on injuries, Martinelli's future and Moreno's role. Obviously, that's just a little exclusive there. I just wanted to show you that. Well, that's not what I wanted to say. But I did see reports that Andre Berta is looking to start contract negotiations with William Saliba, people. With William Saliba. You get what I'm saying? What, the chat's going off this morning? What's going on? Real McCoy says only football dons rate Gakpo. Rookie says I was surprised it didn't work at Chelsea. He also really sorry, let me read that again. I was surprised it didn't work at Chelsea. Also, he really was crossing less at PSV. He was crossing, he had loads of assists, was direct and effective, not flashy. He was like Saka. Nice. That's good. Well, we have someone who used to watch my man at PSV. I never watched him at PSV. I didn't really pay attention to him at Chelsea. I mean, he didn't really do much for me to pay attention, but you get the point. McCoy, I'm describing the PSV team. Yeah, no, I know that one. I know that one. Say the man them are having chats. Sheldon Johnson, my guy. Big up Sheldon Johnson. Come on, man. One of the regulars out here. Sheldon Johnson. Sheldon Johnson's getting on to Real McCoy. Man says, I beg you. Hey, Real McCoy. Arteta, my manager. Arteta's your manager, Real McCoy. So what? You're an Arteta in, yeah? Real McCoy is an Arteta in, people. He's exposed himself. You know what, guys? I'm not even an Arteta outer. I'm not even an Arteta in. I'm on the fence. And I'll proudly say I'm on the fence. Because, you know what? You can't be always angry. You can't always be angry. You can't always be Arteta out. And you can't always support what Arteta's doing. Like, I rate Arteta. That's why I'm on the fence. I'm not going to front. I rate him. But at the same time, the team needs to do better. The team needs to do better. Now, let's have a look at what Fabrizio Romano said on YouTube yesterday. He stated clubs are really trying to get Nweri, and there was a chance to enter negotiations and try and see what happens, while Arsenal and Chelsea were prepared to discuss Nweri in the conversation they had for Madueke. Chelsea were prepared to discuss Ethan Nweri in the conversation, but Arsenal weren't trying to do that. Arsenal weren't trying to do that. We said, nah. Even Dortmund were also prepared to invest big money on Nweri in terms of contracts, in terms of the sign-on fee. Now, guys, if you've been locked in with me since the start of the transfer window, you would know I reported this news over and over again. You would know I put it on. You get what I'm saying? So, guys, Fabrizio Romano is just basically echoing what I stated a few months back. The player decided to extend his contract at Arsenal and to show his love to Arsenal by signing a new deal. Dortmund and Chelsea were very active behind the scenes. So these men, and Dortmund and Chelsea were really, really trying to price away one of our best young academy talents. Do you understand what I'm saying? A 17-year-old. They were trying to tell him, oh, if you go over to Dortmund, you're gonna be the next Bellingham. You know what I'm saying? That's the offer they were trying to give him. And I'm glad he didn't go. Because that's diabolical, man. That's diabolical. They did everything. They could have. Sheldon Johnson says being on the fence will get your nuts split. Hey, Sheldon Johnson. Hey, listen, bro. Being on the fence will keep me sane, bro. Being on the fence will keep me sane. Do you know why? Because if I'm on the fence, right, the Arteta outers are just consistently angry. Man are just angry. When we win games, so I know they're happy that we win games, but they're also like, oh, nah, man. It's probably because of the way the other managers set up. That's why we won the game. You get what I mean? Like, they don't see the good in when we actually win games. Because I see the good in what Arteta's doing, but I also see the bad. That's why I'm on the fence, bro. Sheldon, that's why I'm on the fence. Like, come on, man. I can't be here. Like, I'm not, okay, you know what? Maybe it's because I'm an optimistic person. I like to look at the positives. But at the same time, I like to look at the positives. I also see the negatives. And the negatives are Arteta going to Liverpool and fielding Moreno CAM instead of using one of the two CAMs that we have. Do you understand? We have Eze and Odegaard on the bench, but he decided to use Moreno. So things like that, I'm going to call out. Things like that, I'm not going to stand by. But if I see the team performing, if I see the team going on a good run, if I see Arteta taking the team to another, or I don't know, should I say taking the team to a Champions League final, I'm going to be like, all right, cool. This guy's, he's doing something. He's active. He's there. But you get the point, people. I'm balanced. I like to see myself as a balanced fan. I wouldn't say I'm on either side. I'm on either side. But the narrative nowadays is if you don't say you're Arteta out, or if you don't say you're Arteta in, you're on the fence. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's okay to have your own opinion. It's okay, guys. It's okay to have your own opinion. Don't let people alter your mindset on things. You have your own opinion and always take into consideration the facts. Always take into consideration, everything else. That's what I do anyways. You don't have to listen to me, guys. Of course you don't. Real McCoy says, Arteta new contract incoming. Bro, if Arteta gets a new contract without winning a trophy, listen, I will protest, bro. I will be the one protesting, bro. I will organize the protest. You understand? I will do it. I will organize a protest, a petition to get Arteta out. That's when I will go all out Arteta out because he doesn't deserve a new contract. He literally doesn't deserve a new contract. Like, bro, yeah, you have taken us to the stage where we are competing, but it's now time to win a trophy, bro. So Arteta, new contract. Don't say stuff like that, bro. You send me down a spiral. You send me down a spiral, bro. Man can't have Arteta on a new contract, bro. That's crazy. Rookie says we need Saliba on a long-term contract or sell him for 100 mil. Don't let Real Madrid get him for free. Look, but you see, it's techie, bro. It's real techie because Saliba might not even go for 100 mil, bro. Saliba might not go for 100 mil. Do you know why he won't go for 100 mil? Because there's 2 years left on his contract, bro. There's 2 years left. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. That's 2 years, people. Don't stress me out. Don't stress me out. 2 years. That means we can't get 100 mil if we wanted. That means if Saliba rejects the contract offer from Andre Berta, the one that's coming up right now, the one that we're all expecting Andre Berta to finalize and be like, you know what, Andre Berta Mafia, you're the truth. Because if Andre Berta gets William Saliba to sign a contract extension with 2 years left, yeah, he's a bad man. And listen, Edu has blood on his hands. Because Edu would not be able to get. Do you think I have trust in Edu getting William Saliba to sign a contract extension? Bro, impossible, bro. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Guys, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Man's been here for almost an hour. Only 5 likes. You, man, are not rating me. No one's rating me. Man's rambling on. No one wants. No one. That's rambling on over here. I'm filling you, man, with information, and no one wants to come out here and be like, yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. This is it. This is it, mate. Just have a like. Have a like for me. Just, it's free. Right. Arteta out is a very outblown conversation. Okay, fans always want extremes. He is a good manager and he has done a lot for the club. He rescued us from dark ages, but he might not be the one to win. And look, you know what? Yeah, I don't know if he might not be the one to win. As much as I'm not an Arteta outer fan or Arteta in fan, I don't know if he might not be the one. Because what this narrative of him not being the one, makes no sense to me. This gentleman, Mikel Arteta, has gotten us to a point where we're challenged, as you have stated. He's got us out of the dark ages, right? We were in the dark ages because of Wenger for probably about 8 years. And then into Arteta's tenure, the first 2 years were dark ages still. Although we won the FA Cup, we were still in the dark ages for the first 2 years. The last 3 years on the Arteta reign has been more positive because we've looked like a club that people can respect. People respect us again. Teams respect us again. You understand? Teams respect us. Other like stars, big players want to come to Arsenal Football Club. You think we would have signed Gyökeres 3 years ago after finishing 8th? Bro, we were getting rejected from Vlahovic, bro. And where's Vlahovic now? Vlahovic can't even score a goal to save his life. And we had people like that rejecting our club, bro. So, like I stated, or like Rookie stated, he has gotten us out of the dark ages. But I think he can get us over the line because he has shown that he's only 1 point away or 3 points away Like, come on, bro. Now, last season, guys, I would not say Arsenal challenged for the trophy. Last season, I would just say Arsenal were comfortable. We stayed second the whole season. Liverpool ran away with the league in December. Literally, not even January, bro. In December. Pardon me. Liverpool ran away with the league in December. So, like, people, we have to be objective sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We have to be objective. Real McCoy says Sheldon Johnson. Nah, like, what's going on, guys? No, man's not. What's going on, guys? Hey, keep it PG, keep it peaceful in the chat, guys. Keep it peaceful in the chat. Why man them beefing in the chat? I love the viewers, man. I love the viewers. Viewers, hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button as well, guys. If you hit the subscribe button, if you hit the like button, more people get to see the content. So just hit the like button for me, please, just so more people can see the content. That's the reason. Just help me out, man. I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out here. You know how I'm helping you out, guys? I'm keeping you guys entertained. Sheldon Johnson says, I'm not Arteta in or out. I just want my team to win. Exactly, bro. You see, Sheldon Johnson's another balanced fan. Someone who's balanced, who has the IQ to be like, all right, it's not that deep, but it is deep. Real Madrid don't want rubbish Saliba. They won't ever sit Canute for free. Bro, Real McCoy, you must be trolling, bro. You must be trolling. Bro, shout out to Sheldon Johnson on that one. Cool down, Dada. You got to cool. Random, cool down, bro. Let's cool down. Let's cool down, bro. Right, Rookie states Arsenal really have a problem of making managers overstaying. We did it with George Graham, we did it with Wenger and Arteta. Sometimes managers have their time, and what the big club is to do well is to recognize when it's time to sack. Fair point. I guess it is an Arsenal thing. Arsenal have always had managers stay for years. That's why we can always remember what managers we have had. You understand what I'm saying? It's like every generation knows the last manager that we practically had was Wenger. People forget about Emery, bro. Emery was a blip in the matrix. Emery was a blip in the matrix. Rookie says Arteta has been close a lot. I think this year will be more of the same, and he probably wins the FA Cup or League Cup. If he wins the League Cup, I will be happy. Hey, bro, League Cup, bro. Hey, rookie. You gotta hold off on that one, bro. League Cup. If Arteta does not bring the Champions League, FA Cup, or the Premier League, nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing. You think I want to see a League Cup, bro? Bro, League Cup, Arteta out, bro. If man only gets a League Cup, Arteta out. Arteta out, bro. I will not stand for a League Cup, bro. No way on earth. No way on earth, Jose. No way, Jose. Come on, bro. Put some respect on your name. Put some respect on your name, man. You know what I mean? Let's check Daily AFC real quick. Right, they ain't got nothing for us. Fabrizio Romano did have a little bit of information. A little bit of information. Right. It's crazy stuff. There's nothing actually going on here. Ericsson. What's Ericsson doing? Ericsson's going to Wolfsburg. Interesting. Rah. From from what do you call it? From Man United to Wolfsburg, interest on. I said if he wins the league, if he wins the league, I'll be. Oh, sorry, rookie. Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know what I read in it. I read that too fast. My bad, rookie. Real McCoy says 1 billion spent for a League Cup Arsenal. No, bro. I billion is crazy. You mean 1 billion, bro? I billion is crazy. Come on, bro. You can't say I billion, bro. I billion spent for a League Cup. I billion is crazy, bro. What are you looking on your keypad, bro? What are you looking at on your keypad? Rookie says, but that what I think we will win though. I think we will win too. Listen, you know what, right? Obviously, look, guys, we're 3 games in, so none of us can actually say I think we're gonna win. And I can't really say with confidence I think Arsenal are gonna win the trophy. Of course, I want us to win the trophy. I want Arsenal to win the trophy. I need us to win the trophy, in fact. But people, Liverpool look scary. Liverpool look like a formidable outlet. And I'm not even going to lie to you. Under Arne Slot, yeah, Liverpool look like a more sturdy team. Like they don't lose a lot of games, guys. They don't lose a lot of games. And seeing that over at Liverpool, I don't know why I said the accent there, but seeing that over at Liverpool scares me. It scares me. I'm not even gonna front. It scares me. Rumokoy finally states 1 billion for a league Arsenal. Well, what are Chelsea doing, bro? What are Chelsea doing? JS Lynch says all blessings to the Arsenal faithful. Shout out to JS Lynch. All blessings to the Arsenal faithful indeed. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, my guys. Let's get this out there to more Arsenal fans. You know what I mean? More real fans. No real McCoys. No real McCoys. Real McCoys are crisp. Real McCoy, you're not a real fan, bro. Real McCoy, I'm on you. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking, Real McCoy. Oh, all right, guys. This has been a really good stream. Thank you to everyone who joined this morning. I will be back later today for a call-in show. I don't know what time I'm going to do the call-in show yet, but you guys will see it up on a set. You know what? Set your notifications on because I will do a call-in show. So if anyone wants to call in and have the conversations with, your boy Bay Ledge, you guys can have your conversations with me. Guys, remember, I don't know if you guys have been locked in with me from the start. I did say once I get 1,000 subs, I will start the call-in shows. But you know what, guys? I can't wait anymore. I know I'm on 800 subs right now, and I need 200 more. 200 more would have been like, oh my days, finally, I've made it. Now I can start doing call-in shows. But you know what, guys? Man's not gonna wait for you guys anymore to like and subscribe. I'm not gonna wait for you, man, anymore. I'm gonna do the call-in shows myself. And if no one calls in, I'm gonna be looking like a fool. Oh, mate, that is hilarious. Right, guys, thank you to everyone who tuned in today. I truly appreciate you. Morning streams will be back on a regular. So like I said, guys, I'm trying to stay regular with the thing, and you know how it goes, man. Let me just read the comments before I go. Liverpool don't look scary. Rubbish. Salah don't scare anybody. You're trolling, bro. You're trolling. Arteta has become only structured, and although he has spent money on tradition players like Gyökeres and Eze, but I still see a lack of movement. If we want to win the league, he needs to play more attacking. Agreed, rookie. Trust me, I absolutely agree with that statement. Like the transition players that we have in Gyökeres and Eze are not being utilized. because the likes of Gabriel Martinelli and Odegaard have no IQ. No IQ. So there we go. Real McCoy says it's a troll and more probably a bot. Hey, shout out to Rookie. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in. Shout out to Real McCoy. Shout out to the troll, Real McCoy. Shout out to Sheldon Johnson. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to JS Lynch for tuning in. Real Arsenal faithful. Who else haven't I seen? Who else haven't I seen? I think that's it still. Yeah, guys, like I said, I will be back later today. Call-in show and that. So make sure to tune in, people. You know what I'm saying? Keep you guys entertained. Thank you for the likes. Like, I appreciate everyone who has hit that like button. You man are the real ones. You man are the real ones. You get what I mean? Guys, peace out. And I'll be back later. Enjoy your afternoon or morning. Bye, guys.